fanboys and fangirls, I'm Erod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. When I did my Avengers 1998 review, there was one crucial 1960s spy show that I forgot to mention during my opening monologue. I Spy. Created by Sheldon Leonard, unlike the more fantastic and romanticized spy shows of the era, I Spy was deeply rooted in the harsh reality of espionage, focusing more on our heroes fighting to stop international incidents, stealing secrets, and covertly foiling assassination attempts. The series followed two of the Pentagon's top agents, the suave and worldly Kelly Robinson, played by Robert Culp, and his partner, the book-savvy and quick-witted Alex Scott, played by Bill Cosby. With their cover identities of being celebrity tennis pros, the two would travel the world putting a stop to one catastrophe after the other, without ever receiving any credit. This show was a trailblazer, credited for being one of the most influential espionage shows of all time. This was the show that jump-started Bill Cosby's career, and is accredited by many for popularizing the buddy cop genre. But more importantly, it was one of the first shows to promote racial equality. Racial issues were huge in the 60s, but in the universe of I Spy, they didn't exist. Scotty's race was never mentioned or acknowledged, and for all intents and purposes, Robinson and Scotty were equals. Neither of them was ever referred to as the leader of the team, and they would always solve each crisis together, combining Robinson's vast on-field experience and Scotty's genius-level problem-solving skills.
Go ahead, answer me that. Brilliance of your mind now, because that's why you're on the team, after all.
Suffice it to say, I Spy was a major pop culture staple, and it set the stage for movies like Lethal Weapon, shows like Miami Vice, and comics like Heroes for Hire. And today we're looking at the Hollywood version. Why do I have the feeling that this might cause an international incident? So our movie begins in the Tien Shan Mountains, where a secret agent played by Owen Wilson What? He fell? Bottom of the Tien Shan Mountains? Why does this movie have a comedic tone? I Spy was a serious action show. Hansel over here is there to rescue a POW and nearly gets the guy killed with the skill and professionalism of Mr. Bean.
Special Agent Scott.
Special Agent Scott? Wait, hold on. In the show, Alexander Scott was the African-American agent.
Kelly Robinson.
Alexander Scott. Have you been briefed?
Here, he's played by Owen Wilson. Now, at a quick glance, one might assume that this is the filmmaker's attempt at being progressive. But like I said, in the show, Robinson and Scotty were equals, so the race reversal is as pointless as nipples on a dude.
Origin of life. The meaning of existence. Why dudes have nipples.
Anyway, let's watch badass super spy Alex Scott get this poor POW to safety. He got the poor guy killed? Okay, everyone's allowed to make an occasional mistake. I'll let this one slip.
Where's my monofilament phone descender? And I didn't get one of these exploding pagers. I don't see one of those.
Wait, no, stop. What is the deal with the goofy spy gadgets? There were no silly fictional technology in I Spy. That particular gimmick belongs to James Bond, The Avengers, and Mission Impossible. What's next? Are they going to have an over-the-top Saturday morning supervillain threatening the world with fictional military technology?
We call it the Switchblade. They designed the thing as the first electrochromatic invisible stealth aircraft. But in the hands of the evildoers, it's an untraceable delivery system for weapons of mass destruction. New owner, Arnold Gunders.
Note to self, play the lottery this week. So apparently the only way to get close enough to Alex the Large over here in order to steal back the Switchblade, Scott is going to have to infiltrate a boxing event that the villain is attending. To do so, he must pose as the assistant of a famed boxer named Kelly Robinson, played in this racially reversed version by Eddie Murphy. Wait, Robinson isn't even an agent? They are going to involve a civilian in a mission involving national security. Why? Why can't they just give one of their secret agents the cover story that he is a professional boxer so they can get invited to the event? Why is that not a possibility? So, Scott teaming up with Punchy McFisticuffs is the only option because of reasons. Alright, all flaws aside, what truly made I Spy great wasn't the espionage or the gadgets or the action, it was the characters. Robinson and Scotty were cool, unshakable professionals who completed impossible missions relying only on teamwork and ingenuity. Not to mention that Robert Culp and Bill Cosby's witty banter was always a delight.
Hey, what are you doing out in the cold ocean? Will you get in here? Not on my salary. Got it?
So even if they get everything else wrong, we can at least look forward to them recreating these two characters' relationship correctly.
Yeah, boy, you get ready to have your first Sports Illustrated cover. You know you're going to be on it like this.
Ooh, when you start doing this, I know what that means. I know what this means. I know what this means when you do that.
Okay, maybe he's just being an annoying dick because he's in the middle of a boxing match and he's trying to psych out his opponent. Let's cut ahead to a scene where Robinson is interacting with Scott.
Secret mission was for me to take care of the president's retarded nephew.
Wait a second, what?
Yeah, they think you're a retard, man.
Wait, what?
Man, look, all you gotta do is get your little drool going with them plastic helmets and zip your jacket up real tight. Get that mentally challenged look. You pull it off. Schedule around a little bit. Kelly Robinson will be...
I'm ready to die, baby. I'm Kelly Robinson. Hey, you think I'm deaf? Deaf?
Shut up!
That's how I feel about death.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up, you unfunny dick cheese! Ah!
Some kind of top secret mission or something.
Oh, you mean like 007?
Yeah, except only I'm gonna be 009 and a half. You know what I'm saying? You know what 009 and a half means? Yeah, it's a little innuendo.
I know I've said this before, and at this point it seems rather improbable, but I swear to God Eddie Murphy used to be funny. Now, I've seen him be unfunny before, but this goes far beyond that. This is a volatile mixture of abrasive annoyance and general douchebaggery. Behold in awe as Eddie Murphy crams more dialogue than anyone thought humanly possible into every minute of screen time without ever saying anything of value to the overall plot of the movie. It goes without saying, but this character is nothing, I repeat nothing, like the Kelly Robinson from the show. This is one idiotic, fast-talking, egocentric douchehole whose farts have more substance than anything that ever comes out of his goddamn mouth. This is it, folks. This is officially the most annoying, irritating, and worst character I have ever seen in any movie. Jar Jar Binks and Mater are downright likable compared to this horrible, horrible, horrible asshole. His ability to be a migraine-inducing dickwad is beyond a talent. It is a superpower. And henceforth, I'm giving the fake version of Kelly Robinson the official title of Super Ultra Buttholy Omega Douche.
You better watch what come out your mouth next, little blonde-haired surfer boy.
Oh God, I have to sit through another hour of this movie. You guys will never know just how lucky you are that I compress the time of these movies for these videos. So of course, douchebag McMoron gets himself captured by enemy spies, who want to know Alex's identity as well as the details of his mission.
His name?
I'm not sure the guy's name, but he's very annoying. And he's definitely DNS agent, definitely. Definitely!
His name?
I'm not sure his name because you got these knives and guns pointing at me, so I'm blocking him. He got one of the white names on.
He had a white name? Did he just say that he had a white name? A movie based on one of the very few racially progressive shows on television just used a racial profiling joke. You know what? I'm not even gonna dignify this with a rant.
Too many spy novels,
Maybe
man.
we should cut off his penis.
No, don't cut off his penis. Cut off his tongue. At least his penis is quiet. So, of course, the whole interrogation scene turns out to be a prank by Alex's fellow spies.
I'm sorry. I'm being rude. Special Agent Rachel Wright. Nice to officially meet you.
You're a spy!
Don't tell anyone.
You know, you could have waterboarded him for a couple of hours before you told him. Just saying. So Alex's team briefs him on the Switchblade and how they plan to find it by having Megadouche switch the bad guy's personal pen with an identical one that has a tracker. That way, they can follow him back to Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Ow!
Mind your head.
Here it is with the electrochromatic cloaking device engaged.
Wow, that's like one of those bugs that look like a leaf.
On the who?
You know, on the Nature Channel, sometimes they have a bug that stays on the branch all day safe because it looks like a leaf, but it don't really look like a leaf. It can make itself look like a leaf, do like a leaf impression, a leafy bug. That's a good name for it. Y'all shouldn't call it a switchblade. Y'all should call that the leafy bug.
Why are you talking?
Yeah, it's a good idea, right?
I'll pass that on.
Yeah, the leafy bug.
Just cut to the scene where he switches the pen so we can get rid of this idiot. Okay, so Jerkwad McDusherton switches the pens, so his part of the mission is complete. Meanwhile, Alex repels into Dr. Evil's office in order to find out who he was trying to auction off the invisible plane to. And oh fuck me! Why are you there? You got Alex into the party, you switched the pens, you are done! Go away!
What? You ain't gonna be telling me what to do all the time. I'm Kelly Robinson, baby, 57 and old. You don't talk to me like that. What's the problem?
You tripped the alarm. Yeah, you tripped it.
I ain't tripping no alarm. I don't hear no alarm. What you talking about, man?
See this?
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck it. Just cut to the chase sequence. So Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass give the bad guys the slip by jumping on the back of a semi that is transporting cars. They further ensure their escape by releasing the cars off of the back of the semi, therefore creating a traffic jam. Alright, I see that. Interesting plan. Not bad. I just have one question. If you're releasing the cars from the back of the semi, and the cars are crashing into things and exploding, why doesn't the driver stop? Seriously, cars are crashing all over the place, things are exploding, and he just keeps driving? Who's driving this rig?
This.
Oh, damn it, Marge, you got me again. So, mission accomplished. Now drop off Jerky Mac Talks a Lot back at his hotel so you can go track the plane and end this movie. Oh no, what the fuck is this? So now, apparently there's a romantic subplot between Alex and the girl in his team, played by Fenka Jensen. And apparently he has trouble talking to her, so Irritable Douche Syndrome over here is coaching him on what to say via radio transmitter.
Look in the eyes. Look in the eyes. All right, let's sing. Baby, I woke up this morning, a sea was storming inside of me. See that? And baby, I think I'm capsizing. The waves are rising and rising. And when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Hey, the pen just moved. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's move. Gotta go. Let's go. Let's go.
Pen move.
No. Are you sure?
Oh. I feel better now. So Alex's team tracked the pen to a bathhouse and why? Why are they bringing him along? You know, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that he is gonna be in the rest of the movie whether it makes sense for him to be there or not. So, the bad guys get away, and suddenly Alex realizes that maybe, just maybe, his lack of success is the astonishingly annoying asshole he keeps dragging along with him everywhere he goes.
You got me! Back it down! I like to follow some place. Wait. Why am I being arrested? Why am I only getting arrested?
The black guy mugged me. Again, I choose not to dignify that. So after using all of his skills and resources to find the invisible plane, Alex just spots it while he's walking down the street. I am going to say that again just in case the stupidity of that statement didn't register the first time. Alex, while walking down the street, saw the invisible plane. Somebody wrote that into a script and saw nothing wrong with that sentence.
Ow! Mind your head.
So Alex gets to the rooftop and has the situation under control and oh son of a bitch! He's like a turd that won't flush! Wait, Fenka Jensen was a double agent?
Hold your fire!
And who's this guy? What? He was at the beginning of the movie? Sorry, I wasn't paying fucking attention. I was too annoyed at the time.
Why don't you stick to your perfume ads and leave the espionage to me?
Hey, Zorro, it's not perfume, all right? It's cologne.
So wait, is this new guy a good guy or a bad guy?
Hey, don't do it. Put that shit down. Put the gun down. Put it down right now.
Putting it down, okay? But I'm on your side. I'm with BNF.
You don't understand, Kelly. This is the spy world. They're agents, they're double agents, and sometimes they're pseudo-double agents.
So was Finker Jensen on their side or not? I don't know what's going on.
Where's Rachel?
Yeah, where is Rachel, huh? Feeling something
You
fit.
fools just let Rachel escape with Gunder's computer that has all the passwords to his numbered accounts. It's worth billions of dollars. Mac knew you would screw this up, Alex. That's why he sent me.
With billions of dollars. You hear this guy? He's still a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Did they just save the day? I don't know what I just watched. A bunch of characters met on a rooftop, they talked for a while, and somehow, someway, Scotty and Robinson accomplished their mission. You know, I would usually complain about the bad writing, but for the time being, I'm just happy that this thing is nearly over. All the moron twins have left to do is fly the Switchblade back to their base.
Hey!
They crashed it? What am I saying? Of course they crashed it.
We're heroes again!
Damn it, you're right.
You bet your pink ass I'm right!
We're heroes
That's
again.
right!
Even without the plane.
We're heroes!
You didn't apprehend anyone for the theft of the invisible plane, and then, for no good reason, you crashed it. Please tell me the credits are about to roll. Oh, fuck, damn it, there's more. So yeah, apparently Finker Jensen was behind the whole thing. Apparently, even though you wouldn't know it from looking at that horrible rooftop scene. So, blah bitty blah blah blah, a few more lines of annoying unfunny dialogue later, she's arrested, and for some uncertain reason, Wingus and Dingus over here still choose to spend time together.
Hover. It's a gelatinous hydrogen dioxide. It's 12 times lighter than air. You kind of smear it all over your body, and as long as you're in an oxygen-rich environment, it allows you to float down to Earth like a bird.
Like a jelly bird.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the street name for it, Jellybird. Exactly. They're going to have a couple for us on the transport plane. Plan was they're going to drop us off over D.C. and we just kind of float down like birds. They're going to be press and photographers, so it's going to be a whole spectacle.
But what we waiting on? Let's go do this then.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah, I'll do that shit. Float like a jelly bird. Let's go right now, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is a jellybird? Was there a script to this scene, or were they just making shit up? Ah! Die, you son of a bitch! There, no need to fall to pieces. This movie is bad. It is so bad. It is right up there with Cat in the Hat and Beastly as one of the absolute worst movies I have ever reviewed. The only thing that stops it from being the absolute worst is that it does have the occasional amusing action sequence, but that does not distract from the sheer horridness of this turkey. So many scenes are either really poorly written or they are completely ad-libbed by the actors. It goes without saying, but Eddie Murphy is so irritating in this that you'd rather get a colonoscopy than keep listening to his relentless, never-ending, unfunny bullshit for one more second. And lastly, this terrible film resembles the show that it was based on in the same way that a blueberry muffin resembles a brick, which is of course not at all. The show was smart, edgy, and appealing. This movie's like a last-minute term paper that was turned in by a college student after he stayed up overnight writing it. It might meet the prerequisites of the assignment, but it still gets an F. I know a lot of you like to watch the movies that I review to see if they are truly that bad. Well, this is one that you might want to skip, because it's an hour and a half of your life that you will never get back. you were warned. So that was one busted, thousands more to go. I'm Erod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster.